Big steamed bamboo rolls, salted egg yolk bitter melon. Oh my gosh, this one's fire. Siu mai with no sauce, no zhang, no nothing. Some of these dishes you can find in America, but it's not gonna be on this level. Heshan wo hui lai. Heshan wo hui lai. I recently went on a solo trip to explore our ancestral town of Heshan, Guangdong for the first time in my life. And while I was there, I got to try some local delicacies and traditional dim sum. And yes, I also did try some different meats. Anyway, stay tuned, hit that like button, and let's go. All right, everybody, it is 5 a.m. in Bangkok right now. I'm packing up my stuff. I'm actually not going back to the US. I'm going on my first solo trip to China, and my first spot is Guangzhou, and I'm gonna tell you where I'm going. Oh, by the way, guys, shout out to 28 grams. Really nice leather goods. Come. All right, everybody, so I gotta tell you why I'm headed to Guangzhou. Number one, there's an interesting meeting that I'm taking out there, and I'll tell you more on that later. But the second reason is actually I'm gonna go visit our family's ancestral home, right? You know, like us, we're so much into culture and kind of history and stuff like that, so I thought it was important that at least one person from the family went. So David's still in Bangkok, he's handling some things, but I will meet him up in Shenzhen later. So what you can expect from the next few videos is me visiting Guangzhou, taking these meetings, going about an hour and a half out of Guangzhou to Jiangmen, which is the district. You know, is it a district? It's definitely not a province. Is it a city? It's definitely like more of a district of where exactly our great-grandfather's home was. And this is where my Tai Ye Ye, as in Cantonese we would say, or maybe more formally in Mandarin, like Zhongzhufu, is from. And I'm not sure if my dad's actually ever been there, but definitely not many of us have. So I'm gonna be traveling there, taking some pictures on behalf of the family. Again, I'm someone that you guys know I have limited Chinese. I have been improving. I have been doing Duolingo. I've been trying to speak it more and more. I'm a little bit warmed up at least, but no, you know, obviously I'm not fluent, but with modern technology, I have WeChat, my Weixin is popping, and so, you know, I'll be fine. But anyways, a big shout out to my friend Andy Lau from King's Kitchen and Jing Huang Group in New York City, because he's linking me up with someone who's kind of helping me get me places, because I don't really have plans. I didn't even book a hotel in Guangzhou or the township that I'm going to. Like, I really didn't even book anything yet. I just have the flight, so I'll probably just kind of wing it, which is a little different. One thing I am expecting is to film some food, so that's one thing you guys can expect, but I'll also show you guys around, give my commentary. This is China in 2025. Let's go. All right, so I just landed at the Guangzhou airport and it's really nice. But I did notice something on the plane is that not that many people were wearing face masks. Like, I thought more people would be in China, I guess, after everything, because obviously this is my first time traveling to China since the pandemic. But obviously a lot of very elderly people were, but there was even a lot more people who I thought should be wearing masks and they weren't. All right, guys, I just got to Guangzhou and the boss said he's leaving at 2 p.m. but then it's gonna take 20 minutes to get there. But shout out to my guy, Gio here.
Gio here.
Hey.
Hello.
So this is gonna be a little tight squeeze, so we'll see if the Lao Ban 有时间, you know what I mean? If he has time. All right, everybody, we're arriving to the Guangzhou factory area to meet Lao Ban Ang, Mr. Ang here. And yeah, he's been nice enough to wait for us, and Gio's been nice enough to drive me here and pick me up, so I appreciate that. Let's see what he has to say. All right, this is Lao Ban Ang. He's got the small eye. He's gonna check it out. Taking a meeting, sipping some tea. All right, he's trying it.
你这个有一点像
Wow, I'm inside of a sesame oil factory. So actually, what's happening right now is that he's saying that this is not the type of oil he makes. This is an oil factory. And even though there is chili oil, okay, he's gonna show me what type of chili oil they usually make. Okay.
这个辣椒也是这个，你闻一下，你闻。
Okay. Yeah, I smelled it.
那个味道还好吗？味道也可以呀。我们那个辣椒油，可以的对。
All right, so Mr. Ong is very nice. We're gonna go eat lunch right now, even though I feel like the factory, it doesn't do this type of thing. Also, their products are so different. All right, everybody, I just finished lunch with Boss Ong. He was really cool. Shout out to him, he's very nice. And even though it's not gonna be the right factory for us, he said it. He said that he could introduce us to the right factory, so I thought that was very nice of him. But I'll tell you something, I'm about to go to Heshan right now. That is where my great-grandfather is from. I'm about to go to Heshan, probably spend the night there, come back to Guangzhou, and then spend another night, and then go to Shenzhen to meet up David and Win and my friend Daniel. Gio, 你喜欢唱歌吗？你喜欢唱歌？现在我唱歌 ，OK， follow。和尚我回来，和尚我回来，和尚我回来，和尚我回来。All right, I'm about to get onto this bridge right here that's gonna take me to Heshan. Let me see if I can catch that sign. Oh, I didn't catch it. It's hard to move the Osmo sometimes. But anyways, guys, I'm pretty excited because this place is significant to my family background. And, you know, I didn't have to make this trip. You know, my parents did not beg me to make this trip. This is something that I decided to do on my own. And I know David is actually busy. He would have came to this trip, but it's okay. You know, you just need one person from the family to come see it. I'll take pictures and send it to my sister as well and for my parents. So we're about to go through the toll right now and we are on our way to Heshan. I'll tell you a little bit more about Heshan when I get there and get settled in. I know which hotel I'm gonna book at and I saw the price online, but I'll probably just book it when I walk in, so. All right, everybody, I've just checked into my hotel in Heshan in the shopping district. This is a brand new hotel. I don't want to say brand new, a couple years at the Mandolin. Like, it's new, but it's not like nice. The quality is definitely, you know, I can tell there's like some paint chipping and stuff like that. And this was definitely a smoking room or something, even though it was non-smoking. Honestly, I'm glad I'm here. And this room was only $40 American. So even if the quality isn't quite on America, listen, for $40 in America, it ain't gonna get you this. This is brand new, has a bunch of amenities. So I got here and what I'm really gonna do for the rest of the day, because it's about 5 p.m. And so I'm gonna go grab dinner at a local spot, a local beef hot pot spot, which is supposedly like, you know, very local Heshan food. And then I will try to walk around area that my grandfather is from. And honestly, if I just do those things, I'm gonna be cool for today. And then in the morning, I'm gonna head back to Guangzhou. But I'm really glad I'm here. I mean, do you wanna see more of the hotel? It's a hotel. It is nice, new, $40 American. All right, everybody, right now I'm walking through this kind of like cut through area, like this neighborhood, to get to where my dad or my great-grandfather was born. And yeah, there's a lot of construction going on here. I don't want to say this is the cut. I don't think it's really like the hood or anything. I mean, it's still in the city, so this is probably kind of like an old area, but still city center. It's probably obviously not the poorest neighborhood, but it's definitely not like a new development. And like people drying right here. Trying some mushrooms, some leaves. Here's an alleyway here. Alleyways always fascinate me. How close things can be to each other. Here we go. Got some young people. Clearly not that bad. It just looks really all right, that looks shabby, but it's cool though. All right, everybody, I'm on a thing called Yetong Road, and it kind of cuts through. It's like this big neighborhood that you can walk through. That's going to take you to different like major streets. And right behind me looks like a very neighborhoody fun spot. I'm too full, honestly, but I would eat there, so I just want to shout it out. But there's like a big pile of ginger on the floor. It looks like rocks, but it's actually ginger. So yeah, I mean, this is like a bustling neighborhood for sure. Like, it seems like everybody here is trying to work a job. So yeah, I mean, it's in the city, so how bad can it be? But definitely some of these buildings are old and have not been rebuilt or renovated for a very long time. All right, I've gone to Renmin Road. There are some new developments, but there's also a lot of shops that are just doing welding, sanding, kind of metal stuff, anything that has to do with metal. This area doesn't have a lot of food or restaurants. Don't come to Renmin Road if you're trying to get the best eats. Eating lunch, not at McDonald's though. And here, Da Tou Li Ti. So obviously in China, you know, on the shredded chicken, they're gonna give you the feng tao, the feet, and they're gonna give you all the bone too. But in America, this same dish
which does taste similar, they would definitely leave the bones, but they might not have this oil. This is great. Okay, here we got the beef malatong. Here you have the mapo tofu. You have the salt baked chicken. You got the mushroom beef. All right, let's try this beef mala right here. It does look similar to the beef malatong in America, of course. Let's try this beef. Good flavor. Right here, you got the Thai style fried rice. All right, so probably one of my favorite things I ate today was this rice, the chow fan. And it's because it has all these, not only did it have a lot of wok hei, you know, flavor of the wok, but it had all these little bits, like they're actually deep fried little shrimps, the ha mai, the salty shrimps, and it's really deep fried. It's cooked to where it looks like a burnt worm. I know it looks kind of weird, but that was a lot of flavor. It was a little bit salty, but I really like this fried rice. This is something that you probably can't find in America. This beef malatong is probably something more similar to what you can find in America, but this fried rice, that's where you're like, oh, this is different. This is different. Also, the bones and all the pieces that they kept in the chicken is more. All right, so as you guys can see, I'm in a DD right now, which is like the Uber of China. And this guy's in a G. This is a GAC car, GAC. It's one of the many car brands in China that have a lot of tech. I mean, look at that dash. And this is like old. This is like not even the newest car, but it's got a lot of stuff going on. I've made it to the food street. Tu Shou Po, I believe is what you call it. And it's by the Shopping River. So it's got a lot of like fish restaurants, a lot of chicken restaurants. There's actually too many restaurants and it's definitely not the busiest day. So I'm sure I'm gonna have my pick and I'm sure there's not gonna be a wait at any of these spots. This is a chicken restaurant. You got like a chicken soup spot. Chicken soup is good. I love chicken soup. I love pho ga. I love the chicken soup that my dad would make as well, but that's not really what I'm going for. Okay, also, oh my goodness, they got the chickens out. Wow. Bro, they really got the chickens out here like that. Seafood restaurant here. This gentleman was talking to me. He was like, yo, whatever seafood you want, you can have it. They got turtle, baby. They got little shrimps. You want fish? You want bigger shrimps? They got it. Whatever you want. Wow, that looks really good. This dish looks fire though. Oh my gosh. This dish looks good with the shrimps all fried in it. All right, everybody, I sat down at this restaurant. I will tell you the name of this restaurant later. I'll ask the waiter later, the furen, but they give you the plates and everything, you know, wrapped up. Give me the hot tea. I believe I gotta wash everything, but I'm not gonna lie, this is what I ordered. So I ordered the shrimp dish that I saw out there. It was like fried shrimp with chive, which I love. I love chives and I love anything stir fried with chives. But I also got this curry turtle stew. All right, let me show you this close up. So you can see here, these little shrimps have the shell on it and they're super crispy. These are like tiny shrimp, bite size, very juicy. A little salty though. I'm staring at the turtle pot at a different angle. You can definitely tell like that's part of the turtle shell right there. If you're squeamish, do not get this dish. But honestly, the taste is not bad. It tastes like frog. If you don't know what frog tastes like, it just kind of tastes like a slightly watery, fishy chicken, but really not in a bad way. So I thought they did a great job, and I would recommend this restaurant if people wanted to try something different. The curry is very similar to a lot of the curries you will find in Cantonese food, even some at like the Hong Kong cafes. This is by the river, man, so you know they got a lot of seafood here, but they also got live geese and live chickens outside at another restaurant. So shout out to this spot. Okay, but let's just keep it real. One thing I gotta say about turtle meat is like it's not very meaty, so it's probably not great macros. It's just like a little bit of meat around the bone, almost like one of those like chicken pots that have like the chopped up pieces of chicken where it's like a lot of bones, but there is some meat, but it's mostly like 50% bone, to be honest. It's as much bone and cartilage as there is actual meat. Off of WeChat. WeChat is super useful. Scan. Look at that. I don't know if it's just presentation, but the bamboo kind of got me. It's like steamed bamboo food. It's like instead of a plate, they put it on these like bazooka tubes of bamboo right here. This is a Heshan restaurant. This restaurant chain started in this city. So that's why I got to try it. And then she also recommended another dish, this salted egg yolk dish. So, all right, let's check this out. All right, let's see what we got. We're at the Bamboo Restaurant. This is the Heshan chain. I'm gonna tell you the name in a bit once I get it, but this is eel. They convinced me to get this. She said that this is like the #1 most popular dish. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of wish I got something else because this is gonna remind me of the Japanese unagi, but she also threw this on there for me, but it's all good. It was only 40 kwai, and this is a salted egg yolk winter melon dish right here. All right, everybody, the food is here. They come out in these big steamed bamboo rolls. This is a Heshan restaurant. This started in Heshan, so obviously I wanted to try some local Heshan food, and this is what's pretty popular because this restaurant chain started in the city, and it's actually based off of a lot of Taoist kind of Buddhist food. It's supposed to be very healthy ingredients and everything like that. Steamed in the bamboo, of course. Bamboo is also a very healthy thing. But yeah, so this is the eel dish. I'm assuming it's probably gonna taste similar to the Japanese unagi. I'm not saying they started it. Maybe unagi originally comes from China. I don't know the history. I'm not claiming it yet. But they have this, she also threw on this salted egg yolk bitter melon dish, as you can see here. Very steamy. Let me try the eel first. Second meal in Heshan. Oh, not bad. I mean, she said that this is the most favorite thing that people get. So here's the bitter melon, salted egg yolk. Sorry, I meant winter melon. It's not bitter melon. If you told me this food is very Buddhist, it kind of makes sense. It's pretty light. Kind of tastes like, I imagine, what you might eat at a temple. At least the winter melon one. It's good, man. For $10, you get eel. Kind of crazy. Crazy deal. I do think it's better to come here as a group so you can get like multiple of these bamboo tubes. So, me just eating one, I mean, it's a little bit, it's cool. Let me mix the two. Winter melon is very clean. Got a nice little soup to it. Obviously, these flavors compared to the last spot I was at are very more like common flavors. I kind of wish I got something else. I knew I shouldn't have got this one, man. She kind of convinced me because she said it's popular, but I just knew I should have gone with my heart. Not because this dish is bad. There's nothing bad about this eel, but it's just, you know, it's eel. It is what it is. It is exactly what you'd expect. Not bad. The rice is really fluffy. I know that's kind of weird to compliment the rice, but good, but not like mind-blowing. You know, very clean, very healthy tasting. 很健康, as they would say in Chinese, 很健康. But yeah, not like crazy flavors. So don't maybe come to this restaurant thinking that you're gonna have insane flavors. But anyway, see, if I get a little crazy, I wanna go get another thing. I could be ignorant and do another one, but I just know I'm not gonna finish it, and you know, I just have to give it away. Yo, I have to keep it real with you. I haven't seen this coconut can before, you know. Only in the States you really have that one, the one green can with the lady on it. But this one, Paul Son, oh my gosh, this one's fire. Sweet, but not too sweet. Milky, but not too milky. This is good. This is delicious. Wow, 是好喝, 好喝. All right, everybody, I'm leaving that restaurant. Okay, I made it to the city center of this plaza is called Heshan Square. Obviously more international. It has a Chow Tai Fook jewelry store. You're gonna see that in Hong Kong a lot. It has McDonald's, it has a Starbucks, it has a Cha Gi, which is a big tea brand that's also making its way to America, and it has a Cafe de Coral, which is a Hong Kong spot. So this is like obviously kind of like your more Hong Kongese feeling plaza. I think one of the cool things about coming back to my grandfather's hometown
many years later is seeing this mall full of Chinese brands. I'm not saying that all Chinese brands are better than the global, you know, well-known brands, but let's be honest. Things like Li Ning, that's up there. They're making shoes better than Nike. And Dr. Kong is also a, I believe, Hong Kong shoe brand that's making pretty high quality stuff too. Oh, there's a Huawei too, and then Luk Fook jewelry. So there's all these Chinese brands here. Like, it's not even super international. All right, I'm at the supermarket. I noticed something, guys. There is a lot of chicken feet and goose feet snacks. I always think it's cool to see brands from America make their takedown brand for Asia. Celsius in America is obviously a lot more expensive than 450 Kwai. You divide that by 7, man, this is less than $1. So really, what drink is this? Like, what is the drink? It can't be like the Celsius in America, or else it costs more. But let's try it. All right, everybody, it is 8:30 a.m. in Heshan, China, Guangdong. I was recommended by the hotel attendant. She said to come to Brother Zheng's all day dim sum. Brother Zheng, Zheng brother. That second character is brother, and this one I believe is Zheng. I literally just took a picture of the menu and it has translated all the dishes for me. One thing I find very interesting at these tables is that they have like a faucet, and I think it's dispensing tea that you're going to wash all your, this menu looks like it has a lot of good stuff on it. It has like this dim sum sampling platter. I want to get the king shrimp siu mai. I want to get this like meatball in like sprout sauce, like a green like paste. Oh my goodness. So she called this la chu churn, which is like hot sauce, instead of la chu yao, which is chili oil. But obviously there has a little bit of chili oil in there. But this is very flavorful. It was very salty, but had some of that fermented bean paste, but a lot of flavor, to be honest. This was really good. Let me paint that for you. Okay, so that's your Fung Bros Pai Guat Fan, okay, and this is steamed. I mean, you never see this combination in America. They serve these things separately, but here they put them together. And then here's one of my favorite mushroom chicken paku kai fan. You know, it's steamed, so good. And then you have this sauce right here. It's a little bit, I think it's soy sauce. Let me taste it. All right, everybody, I've come to the end of the meal. These are the last two dishes. Soy milk dan tat. I don't really know if it's like got the egg in it, but it's a soy milk tart, okay, like a dan tat, egg tart. And then this is a full shrimp siu mai. I don't think there's any pork in this, but it's like called king shrimp siu mai. And it's got the little fish roll on top of a half shrimp, on top of, I believe, just like a full-on shrimp ball in the body of it. So, oh man, I'm ready to try it. All right, first of all, I gotta try the siu mai with no sauce, no zhang, no nothing. Let's go. That's a quality shrimp ball, but it is very light in tasting, just a little bit of sauce. As you know, like traditional dim sum is supposed to be very light though. It's not really supposed to be that salty and spicy. High quality, high quality. I don't know if I would say I like it better than the original siu mai with pork and shrimp, obviously, but this is really good, actually. This is actually high quality. I can tell, man. These dishes, some of these dishes you can find in America, but it's not gonna be on this level. I redact that statement. There is a pork in here. It's just very light. I almost couldn't tell there was pork. You could see the pork meat though. Wow. Soy milk egg tart, or I don't know if it's egg, this soy milk tart. Look at that, crispy on the outside, beautiful gooey right here. This is really soft. This is not crispy. This is crispy, but this is not crispy. Nah, this quality of tart, I don't think you'll find it in America. It's crazy.
Baby here. You really did?
Whoa. Nah. That's maybe the best dan tat I've ever had. So it's actually a dan tat with the soy milk foam on top. Wow. I'd say half the meal blew me away. The other half was solid. Everything was good though. Favorite things were the Fung Tao. Fung Tao, best Fung Tao I've had. Chicken feet was fire. The shrimp siu mai, super high quality. But this Don Tot here blew me away. This is crazy. They need to bring this to the States. I don't know who's gonna pull it off on this level though, but shout out to Brother Tung's Dim Sum. Shout out to Jia Yi, who's the hotel lobby attendant who referred me to this. She sent it to me on WeChat. Crazy. And I'm just gonna go wash my hands in this. I don't know if I'm supposed to, but I did. All of this was 113 kwai. You divide that by about 7, $20 American. All right, everybody, I'm at 17 Cafe over in Heshan, local coffee shop. Ni hao. Very friendly, okay. They told me to go to the big bank if I wanted to get some money out, you know. I probably can't just hop over to any ATM. Maybe, actually I've gotten money out in China before. So anyways, I do need some cash. I just realized, like, even as much as WeChat is useful, my WeChat is actually not 100% like on the same level as everybody. So like me scanning and paying has been hard, but people scanning my WeChat has worked. All right, everybody, that wraps it up for my Heshan food video. I am headed to Guangzhou right now. I'm about to take a car. By Didi. Heshan was cool and ate some really good things. Ate a lot of different things, and I think that was important. Thank you so much for watching. Hit that like button. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys thought about this video. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.
That wraps up my little random food crawl in Heshan. I didn't really want to over-research the place, and also there wasn't a lot of internet lists covering this area anyways. And I do apologize for not being able to provide all the shop names or links to the shop names. Obviously, guys, as you guys can understand, when you're overseas in China, unless you have the apps, like the specific Chinese apps, you know, a lot of these places names are hard to find, even on Google, especially in this town, which is not really a tourist place, as I probably mentioned. Anyways, hope this was entertaining and interesting. And yes, I was able to give some of my leftovers away to some working people. So let me know what you thought was interesting and what was your favorite, and hit that like button. And until next time, I'm out. Peace.